So in order to create a new person module in Divi, there's two ways you can do this. You can either create a new module from scratch, or you can just copy one of the existing ones. So I'll show you both ways to do it. I'm navigating to our Meet the Team page. So this is the page where I want it to be. And I can scroll down and we see we've got other people listed on here. So first of all, we'll just do the start from scratch. So we're just going to choose the place where it's going to go and click on the grey button, and that will add a new module. And we just type in the person module, there it is, and click. And this gives us a blank module, and automatically what's popped up are the settings for it. So what we're going to do is just add the name of our new person and their position. And in fact, you can see here that there's some more text, but we've chosen not to use that text. So we need to just scroll down a little bit and just delete that. And also I'm going to add a label into the admin panel. So all the way down the bottom on admin label, I'm just going to add Poppy Taylor, because that makes it a bit easier to see in the back end and just make sure that we don't get lost. We also want to add her photo. So click on the image panel. And then click through to the media library, and I've already got an image here that's in the correct dimensions. So we're just going to select that and press the green tick, which will save it. And there you go. So there's the new module. And the other way to create a new module is to duplicate somebody else's module. So the way to do that is to click on an existing one. And the thing is, I've created a design for the module, so it looks how I want it to look. And I've extended that across the whole site. But if you make lots of customizations, you might find that if you create it from scratch, it doesn't quite look the same. So in order to make sure it looks absolutely identical to the one before, a really simple way is to duplicate it. So you click on the one you want to duplicate. Now you can see that it's green all the way around the edge rather than grey, which is the one that we just made. And that means that it's global. So that if we make a change into this module here, it will change everywhere else in the site that this module appears. And we don't want to do that. So first of all, we're going to duplicate it. So if we click on the module, we can see that this control panel appears. And the third icon in is the duplicate module. So we're just going to click that button and we can see another one appearing down here. Now, if we just click into this other one and make a change, it will change it in both places, which is what we don't want. So we need to first of all disable the global settings. This is a very important step if you are duplicating modules. So otherwise you're basically just going to overwrite the module. So on the control panel here, if you click on the three dots to the side and then select Disable Global, and that will then switch it off and turn it back into a standalone module. So you can see it's grey again, like the one that we created, but the original one is still global. In actual fact, I'm not going to edit that, so I shall just delete that. But now we've got this module, but we might want it to appear in more than one place and for it to be dynamic. So if we need to make a change on one page, it will automatically make the change on all of the pages. And this global feature is really useful and saves a lot of work. So we need to turn it into a global module. And for that, we need to click back into the module and go back to the control panel. And we can see the fourth icon along is a little circle with an arrow pointing down. And we need to click there. And that saves the module to our library. So we're just going to add the name. And this means that you can do two things. You can save a module to the library, which means you can put it in different places on the site. But if you change one of them, it won't automatically change the other one. So it's quite good if you're using something as a style template. However, if you save it as global, so if you tick the box just underneath, make this a global item, it means that everywhere that you put it on the site will be updated simultaneously. And I'm also adding it to the person module categories. That's just an administrative thing to make it a bit easier to filter through the library in the back end. So we're going to save that to the library, and immediately we can see that it's gone bright green. And that's basically how you add it. Now, if you wanted to add this to another page, you would go to the page where you want to add it. You would select the place where you want it to be. Let's just pop it here for an example. And once again, we're going to click on that grey round button with the plus sign so we can add a new module. And before we just typed it and selected it from below, but this time we're going to take it from the library. So we can see across the top here, we've got two tabs, new module, which is where you're creating something from scratch, and add from library. And these are all of the layouts that we've downloaded into the library. So the grey ones are just standalone templates, but the green ones are the global ones. So we can see our global one has already appeared in our library. So we're going to just click Poppy, and there she is, and it automatically puts the module in there. And that's as easy as that. Don't forget to save the page. Very important step.